Hey everybody, this is Dr. Jeff Ellery of Whole Body Health. What I'm going to do today is go over different sleep positions and the best way to do that. It's one of the conversations I have the most in my office with people, especially when they're having pain in this area, okay, or pain that's referring up into the head and neck. It can contribute to a lot of shoulder problems, and it can also create a lot of collarbone problems. And so this is Julianne, my youngest daughter, and she has a tendency to sleep on her side, and so when I push that upper trap right there, it really is uncomfortable for her. And so what I'm going to show you, my favorite recommended sleep position is really side sleeping, but you have to do it correctly. But whatever position is most comfortable to you, because it's really important that you sleep well. So when somebody's in sleep position and they're side sleeping position, oftentimes what they do is they sleep and they stack their shoulders, is what I call, where they're laying on the bed and they're in this exact position, and they'll typically have, what do you do where do you put your hands when you're sleeping? Okay, so she has her hand up like that, and she's stacking like that, and when she does, she's putting her full body weight, and what it does is it actually drives this upper arm into the shoulder blade and into the shoulder joint. So when she's doing that, if you look here, what it does is it actually shortens that upper trap muscle. And anytime you keep a muscle in a shortened position for any period of time, the muscle is going to recalibrate itself to a shorter length. And then when you wake up in the morning and you drop your shoulders, there's going to be just a ton of tension in your neck and shoulders. And not only is it going to cause a problem here, but like I said, it can actually radiate up into the neck. It can give you headaches and create all sorts of problems like that. So let's go ahead, and what I'm going to do is just have Julianne lay down and show her sleep position. And so if you would, do that for me, Julianne. And so what I want you to do is lay down like you normally lay down to go to sleep. So we're going to give her a pillow.
Does it matter which way I face?
You want to face this way, please.
Okay.
So she's going to get in her normal sleep position, all right? And we want to make sure that right now that's how she typically sleeps. I'm going to recommend that everybody use a pillow between their knees because we want to level out the pelvis, okay? Really important to level that pelvis, creates less problem and stress in the back. And then the other part that I do, the one adjustment that I make is I want to take her out of this stacked position. So you're going to want to come right over here so you can see what we're talking about here. And so what I'm going to ask her to do is straighten her arm and pull it down. And then what I want you to do is pull that arm down and forward. So go ahead and don't correct like this. Just grab your wrist and pull down and forward just a smidge. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get her shoulder off of her ear, away from her ear, and then we want to be on the shoulder blade rather than the shoulder point. So we want to be on that part of the shoulder blade rather than compressing like this on the downward side. We want her head in a neutral position, so we want the pillow big enough to where it's going to take her to neutral, but it's not going to be too low or too high. And the other thing that I'm going to ask her to do is I'm going to ask her to also try not to go up with her arm by her head like this. And the only way I found to be able to do that is to be able to have somebody hold a pillow. And so it's really uncomfortable to try to sleep like this. Nobody's going to be able to do it. I can't do it. Nobody's going to be able to do that. So what I'll do is I'll have them, so body pillows are really helpful for this. So I'll have her hold a pillow, which will help her feel more comfortable when she does this. She can bring her hand up here, but we don't want it tucked under her head like this because it's going to stack that shoulder and it's going to shorten. So again, key points, we want that shoulder away from the ear. We want to be on the back side of that shoulder blade, and we want a pillow that will either multiple pillows or one pillow that she's going to hold on to, and one pillow that goes between her knees as well. Right now, we're limited on pillows. So if you want to know more about back sleeping or stomach sleeping, I'll add a link so you can look at those positions as well. And thank you very much for joining us.